Hello and welcome to positivity. No tea today, folks. It's cold water for me today, but I hope you enjoy this. Work with me Wednesday. We'll do some tangly doodly stuff together and see what we can come up with. I hope you're enjoying doing this at home and trying some stuff of your own. Here we go. So this is what we've done so far. Had a flannel shirt stuff, and then of course we had these little tootles, the rocks, and this one I had done beforehand. Today let's see what we can do. Oh great, there goes my fingers. Please excuse my craziness. Okay, now today I thought we would explore a few things. Sometimes we have these little lines that come there we go. These little lines that come here, we want to make some kind of connection thing happening. So I thought for that today we could do a little kind of a thing that I call a braid. I don't know what the technical actual name is for this, but I'll just put this here. I call this a braid, and the reason is because when I was a kid and I was learning to draw, of course, little girls like drawing little girls, so they have braids. So I used to go like this. Sort of lines that don't go quite to the end, like that. And I used to make a braid like that. Anyone else do this when they were a kid? Is it just me? Pleats if you're in Scotland, plaits if you're in England, pigtails. We called them braids in Canada when I was growing up, but anyway, there we go. Now that's kind of meaningless so far, but if we take a fine pen now, and we just do some bits and bobs. My pens are kind of running out of ink right now. I need to find a little shop that's open. I'm just going to connect these lines. This is therapeutic. There is no rush. And I've got a few things that I'm going to do with you today, but there's nobody testing me on how much I can get done with you. Now, I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to take these little, wherever there's a kind of triangle kind of thing, angle, I'm just going to go in like that, okay? That's where I kind of made a bit of a mistake there. Yeah, I don't mind. Do you mind if I made a mistake? I don't mind. Because it's going to be a design feature in a minute. I'm a little shaky. I was just exercising and somehow my hands are a little shaky, so there we go. Now, wherever you do something that you don't like, you can always kind of add a little extra line until you like it. Now this isn't connected. This is an old pen, and I tell you, it's not as sharp as it once was, which is fine because we'll make it work. Now all the way to the edges. I want those lines to go to the edge there. There's a nice little kind of border or a place to divide between different patterns. And so I'm trying to even where I've been shaky, I just smooth out the lines, just smooth them out. Now, that's the center part, almost done all the way to the end. And here's where I like watching some of the demonstrations online, because it shows actually people are doing similar things, and they just go back and rework their work. Now I'm going to the edge here. I think I'll make it curvy, like a little bit like hair would be. It's fun to do this, and some people have sent in and shown me stuff they've been doing at home. That's so cool. I really like to inspire you because although I really like drawing different things, and I like painting and drawing and all that kind of thing. This doesn't require you to be like really accomplished in any way. It's just a matter of playing and seeing what you can do. It's very satisfying. There we go. Look at that. Now, do you think that's looking a little prettier already? Look at that. I think it is. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with taking a little pride in your work. There we go. It's not amazing, but that's going to be quite cute as a little connector. I think this needs something around the edge here. Of course, I'm going to erase that little pencil mark at the end. You know, that's a little interesting, a little different at the end, so I'm going to go put some stripes in here. Ooh. Now, you know what? Do you think I should just make... I'm going to change my mind here. I'm just going to make little lines here. Every other one. What do you think of that? Every other one. That looks kind of nice. Hadn't planned on this, but this is the nature of the beast. It's quite organic. I just fancied doing that. So there we go. Gives a little bit more interest. And then, how about on the other side, I'll do alternate ones here. And then, there we go. Skip one. Do this one here. Skip another one. Look at that. That's kind of pretty. It gives the impression that I've braided two different types of string or ribbon or something like that. Now there we go. That is quite fun. It doesn't give me lots of time for my other things I had in mind, but we'll see what we're gonna do. Okay, so the one thing I was the one thing I was gonna do was gonna require a bit of a grid. So how about we take our pencil? Here we go, pencil, not very sharp pencil. I'm gonna make a little grid down below here, and it doesn't need to be perfect. There you go. Right, so there's my little, those lines. Thing about Zentangle is that if you rotate, you go ahead and rotate. You don't need to keep it one direction. I had a friend this week who went to the shop and was looking for a book about Zentangle. It was really random and funny, because she's been a bit inspired by this and wants to start doing it herself. So she was just thinking about how she was going to describe this kind of idea to the lady in the shop, because she didn't think she would, she didn't think she could describe it exactly how she was going to do it. When she looked in this little bookshop, and there was a book on Zentangle, and she bought it straight away, and she took it home, and she actually went on a little camping trip, and she's going to try it out on her camping trip, which is great, because it's so cool to try the things out. Now, do you see what I'm doing? On each square of the grid, I'm just going from the bottom left, making a line across to the right, not quite to the end, and then going up to the top right. Okay, here's something interesting about me. I have to think every time I say right and left. Oh, I'm a grown woman, and I still have to think about right and left before I say them. My theory is that when I learned it, it didn't go to the proper part of my brain. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So I'm one of these infuriating people who, when we're doing navigation, I have to say, right, left, I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, it doesn't endear me to the other people, but it's okay. I have my faults. Now I'm taking a thicker pen. You see, that looks kind of cool. Taking a thicker pen. This one is a 05. I usually use 005. And I'm going on the bottom edge and up the right hand side. See that? hesitation. The right-hand side. Now, that already looks kind of cool. So basically, what I'm going to do is going to fill in all those squares. By the time we next meet, they'll all be filled in. But it gives you a little idea of how that's going to look quite cool. And of course, with a bit of shading with your pencil, you can shade along the darker lines like that. And it's going to have a nice, really nice effect. Okay, I'm stopping there because that's our time up. But it's coming along just fabby. Thank you very much for joining me on A Spot of Positivity. We'll see you tomorrow.